Aloha Kūpuna, and welcome to our Tai Chi with Randy Lau. We just had Chinese New Year that passed, so Suni Choi, and Randy was sharing with us his family photo. But I guess later on he can share more with us about his Chinese New Year feast that he had with his family. Morning, Randy.
Good morning. Aloha, everybody. Yeah, if we have time afterwards, I'll show you the close-up pictures. But yeah, I was just explaining how I was. I'm part of this Facebook Cantonese recipe group, so you know it's fun if you like to cook and you enjoy Chinese food, Cantonese food. Then groups like that are fun. And this has something like 4,000 something members, and it's just moderated by this couple. So I'm starting to share things. You never know what's going to be accepted and what's not accepted, but Chinese New Year, they must have hundreds. They must have hundreds and hundreds of submissions. So you have to wait. Oh, I've waited, what's today, Thursday? So I waited about 4 days to get mine approved. And yeah, I don't know if it's all going to be approved or not. But yeah, I made a whole feast for our family, for my girlfriend and her 2 sons and the grandkids. So Saturday I was shopping and cooking, stayed up to 3:30 that night to prep everything. And then of course Sunday was a little bit leisurely, but all the little interruptions, unexpected, like the granddaughter decided she wanted to come over to our side on Sunday, and like, but it all worked out and everybody was happy. And then I was so exhausted on Monday, I took a nap about 4:15, woke up at 5:15 in the afternoon, looked around, saw my girlfriend watching TV, and I'm wondering, why is it so bright at 5:15 a.m. in the morning? I was so confused. But thank you for joining us. We'll continue. And last week we started to do some stand-up, so we'll keep that going. We'll start up with some with the seated, and we'll slowly start doing more and more stand-up. And you can always choose what you want. You can remain seated. Right? It's easy to just remain seated and do the upper body, the hand motions, or you can do the standing. And as you learn and you start learning the standing, if you prefer to do the standing, even though I'm seated, you know, feel free to go ahead and do the standing forms as we do these things. Yeah. So remember, the classes are very relaxed in that way, and especially the online class. So, you know, if you come late, don't worry. If you have to leave early, don't worry. And then I just posted last week's for Lanikila and for our Papakōlea session on YouTube. So if you have time, go and look for them. If watch your emails, because the emails have all the links to these. Okay, so good morning. Right hand, our greeting is right fist. I always have to remember, I have to teach you this. So just a gentle closed fist. The thumb is folded over and relaxed, right? You don't want to bend this way, you don't want to bend that way. Just a loose fist, and your left hand goes right on top. It just sits comfortably, and drop your shoulders. You can see how it looks like a roof, that A-frame roof, right? And the thumb should be bent. I always forget about that. The thumb should be bent, because from this side you can't see the thumb. And the quick review, the 4 fingers represent all of us. That's our community. We're all working together, supporting each other. We're here for each other. The bent thumb is humility, right? It's not about me. It's about all of us, humility. And the fist, of course, is strength. So this is a health program, so strength of mind, body, fitness, but it goes beyond that strength, you know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and such. Yeah? So welcome to another session, and as we watch the numbers get down, hopefully we'll keep watching. Maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe in March or April. Hopefully by April we'll be able to greet each other again outside. We'll see. Until then, we'll do it like this. Okay? So extend your legs, sit comfortably. Your hips, try to gently tuck your tailbone underneath, and you want to tilt your hips forward a little. Bring your hands forward and drop them on your lap. And notice how that feels as your elbows and your arms are in front of your body as opposed to pulling them back. So extend them, drop them down gently, and listen to the shoulder blades. That's what I want you to listen to. How do the shoulder blades feel when your arms are extended forward and they're stretched open, as opposed to when you pull them back? Right? When you pull them back, the bottom of the shoulder blades open up and you don't feel them. But if your arms are forward, you can feel that stretch underneath coming down to your latissimus dorsi, latissimus muscles over here. And that's what we want to feel. We want to feel that connection. So try to keep your elbows in front of your body the whole time, right, for all of our movements. And that even includes when we come to the side. So as you come to the side, if you're just looking that way, it might look like my hands are behind me, but really I'm turning my waist. So if I go to the side, if I turn my waist, my elbows are still in front of my body. Right? Even if I come here, I'm turning my waist, so really my elbows are still in front of the body. So we really have to learn how to turn the waist. So a lot of the Tai Chi, the physical movement, is learning how to move from the center and to turn the waist and loosen up all the joints. So one of the common mantras is always expand and relax, expand and relax. Expand the joints, stretch the muscle tissue, relax, and we're trying to get our body to grow longer and longer and longer, and remove all blockages, have as little stress as possible as we do this type of practice. So drop the hands to the side, let all that tension drip down. Imagine it's dripping down through your arms, through your fingers, into the earth. And with your shoulder blades, your mind and your shoulder blades, pick up your arms, timing your breathing as you come up, imagining way up in the sky. And as you come down, drop your shoulder blades, gently flowing the chi through your body. The legs are extended, the feet are connected to the earth. Let the pelvic joint go. Let the legs go so they sink into the earth. Imagine the legs a little bit heavy. Feel the bottom of the feet connected. So you need to relax the ankle so the feet can press, but not push against the earth, but sink into the earth. As you breathe in, imagine the chi flowing from above through the top of your head, flowing down through your spine, through the bones, through the muscle tissue, through the legs. Imagine it displacing the earth chi, so the earth chi rises around you and you gather it up and it joins with the chi from way above in the sky, the universe, the heavens. And then pull the chi up from the earth. Let it flow through the legs, the back, the neck, over the top of the head, down the front of the body, back through the legs. Tip of the tongue and the roof of the mouth. As you breathe in, relax the throat. Relax the lower belly and let it expand with the inhale. Allow the whole body to move. Breathing in and out. Come up from the side. Drop the shoulders. Gently stretch the fingertips and breathe in as you gather. And exhale. Drop the shoulder blades and elbows. Looking over the palms, imagining that mountain. That beautiful mountain scene. Letting the head turn, following the palms. take your time to coordinate and think about the movement. Let the body follow the thought and coordinate the breath with the movement. Feel yourself winding and compressing and unwinding and decompressing, letting everything go, coming down like scooping up water. Exhale, squeeze the chi through all the muscles in your body, progressively getting stronger and gently letting it go. Do the bones next. Squeeze the chi through every bone of your body, the skull, the shoulders, the ribs, the legs, the toes, the fingers. And then ligaments and tendons. Really wrap and squeeze your fingers, twisting, and then gently letting go. And bring everything back and coming down. Okay. So today, before we do the warm-ups, I'm going to start with just a few movements of a moving meditation to begin, and they'll help to cultivate our chi. It's very quiet, it's very gentle, and this one is going to emphasize the heart, the upper body and the heart, so we call it a heart-piercing meditation. So we begin with a prayer palm position, just relaxing. And the edge of your hand can just gently touch the body. It's right on the sternum. Take slow, full breaths of air. Fill up the lower belly. Relax. And as you exhale, let the air come out and then squeeze all the air out gently. Then relax and do the next breath. So do 3 full breaths like that, breathing in and out. And after your third breath, just breathe normally. As we do this meditation, remember to think of a little sun in your chest. Warm and cool, connected to the sun in the sky, gently putting out energy to your entire body. Imagine that energy going through every cell of your body. It can travel to the organs, through the blood system, through the nervous system, through the lymphatic system. You can just imagine that the body sends it out to where it needs it. Just gently thinking of that little sun in your chest. Okay. So to begin, we open up the palms. It's like that motion of reading a book. Okay, so the palms are facing you. And then bring your arms forward and drop them down just a little bit. Okay. And you want to curl your palms a little bit so they're a little bit rounded. Okay. The thumb will eventually start to point up. The forefinger will point straight. And the last 3 fingers will curl a little. Okay, and relax and sit straight. And then pick up the arms as if washing the face. Drop the elbows, fold the elbows and come down. And at the same time, you're rotating the palms. And with your shoulder blades, imagine your shoulder blades pushing your hands out. And they stop before your knees. So we don't even want to go over the kneecap, just about there, and the palms start dropping, and they come down a little bit, and then you start rotating. So the pinky, the ring finger, the third finger, and then the forefinger points straight, and then the thumb points up. So you have this big spiral and this big bowl you're holding. The forearms come straight ahead, and then the arms go straight ahead, and then the forearm comes in a little bit. Okay? And then you come up, and not too stressful, gently. These type of meditations are very slow, very gentle, taking your time, and then you just let it fall, and then it curls again. Gently breathing in, washing the face and turning at the same time. Tilt the sternum up a little and do one more time, 4 times. And from here it's going to transition to the next part. So both palms turn up, and then your right palm goes over your left palm. So the center of the palms line up, and then it folds up at the elbow to face you. And then it swivels. And then they're going to separate. So your right elbow is going to lift as if it's carrying something heavy, pointing up. Your left palm is going to rest at your chest, at your sternum, and your right palm is going to continue to press up. Now, I'm going to look up, but be careful you don't look straight up, just 45 degrees, and you can just use your eyes to just see your palm. At least one breath, and then it'll drop. And at the same time, your left elbow is going to swivel up, so just exchanges. Want to feel the rib cage opening up. Want to imagine you're carrying something heavy on the elbow. The right palm is going to rest on the sternum, and again take at least one breath. Okay? And then the left palm will come down. The right palm will turn up, so the right palm will turn up like a shelf, and the left palm right over the center. Okay, so the left palm is right in the sternum, the right palm is under, and they don't touch. They just rest right over. Okay, and then relax your wrist a little, and with your waist turn a little to the right. Relax your shoulder, and then really relax your palms a little bit more. And as you turn to the left, drag your hands with you. Just drag them with you. Then we're going to transition. Your right hand is going to come up, elbow down. Your right palm is going to face your forehead. The left palm now is facing it's the height of your heart, and it's facing and supporting the inside of your elbow. And then you turn like you're holding this gentle bubble, just full of energy but gently. And then it's going to reverse, so the left hand is going to float up, the right palm is facing the elbow, the height of the heart, and you turn to your left 45. Then we're going to turn back to the center. The left hand comes inside, both palms turn away from you, and then the last transition is 3 times gently pressing up, just up to the top of the head, turning, dropping your arms to the height of your forehead, reversing. 3 times only at this level, forehead to the top of the head, slowly and gently. Okay? So not difficult movements, not difficult meditations. Takes a little time to get the timing, to memorize the movements, but really worth that investment. And if you forget forget a little movement, forget a little bit of how many to do it, don't worry. Just doing it a certain way is really powerful. Okay, so again, open, and then it falls, and the hands curl a little bit on the first one as you pick them up, and gently washing the face, turning the palms as they fall, and pressing with the shoulder blades just before the knees, and then falling. And now a little bit more intent of curling the palms. Just breathe normally, breathe naturally. So second time, the more you use your mind to direct the movement, the less physical, muscular effort you put in, the more you'll feel that energy running in your body. As your palms wash your face, you might feel a little bit tingling or a little bit of pressure. as that energy flows. Okay, and then 4th time, just taking your time, smiling to yourself, remembering that sun in your chest. Then right palm over left palm, folding up, and then swiveling. Then the right elbow is going to lift first, while the left palm rests on your sternum. And then changing. So as you learn it, you try to do it at the same time. The left elbow and left palm rises and presses, and the right palm rests on the sternum. Then the right palm turns up while the left palm falls over, and relax the shoulders. And turn to your right, relaxing the wrist and the arms. And then turn to your left and drag the hands with you. So really let the wrists go. Then the right hand's going to come up to the height of the forehead, and the palms feel like they're supporting that nice little soap bubble. Drop your shoulders, drop your elbows, and then they're going to switch. So left hand up, right hand supporting heart, left hand supporting the forehead. Forehead is 3rd eye. And then coming back to center, left hand inside, left, and we're going to press 3 times up and down. Just taking your time just above your forehead, emphasizing the 3rd eye, the middle of the forehead, and the crown. Just above the height of your forehead, not too high. As you relax and start to feel that subtle little difference in energy, you start to discover where your palms should be. They'll feel a little stronger, a little weaker at different places. And if you trust your intuition, you trust your feeling, you know what feels good. Okay? So we'll do one more time. Washing your face and turning at the same time, and shoulder blades. Imagine your shoulder blades, and it falls and it rounds. And just imagine your fingertips are gently pulling and stretching, while the rest of the arms through the shoulders and shoulder joints are totally relaxed. See, already I forgot my count, but that's okay. You forget your count, just continue. You put in a little extra one, that's okay. I'd rather have a little extra movement than less. Relax the shoulder blade. We're going to transition, second part, right palm over left palm. Swivel, then right elbow up first, right palm pressing up to heaven, left palm on the sternum at your heart. At least one breath, and then switch left elbow. Open the rib cage. At least one breath. And then bring it down. Right palm makes a shelf right on the solar plex. Turn right and then left. Turn from the waist. Drag the hand with you. Notice how my wrists relax as I turn. And then right hand up. Right hand supports the center of the forehead. Left palm supporting the heart. And then switch. Left palm supporting forehead, right palm supporting the heart. And then we come to the center, left hand inside. And 3 times. Drop your shoulders, drop your elbows. Feel your shoulder blades moving. Your shoulder blades are doing all the work. And the fingertips are lightly stretched, pulling all the ligaments and tendons and muscle tissue. And we'll do one more time. This time I'm not going to call out too much. I'll just call out the transitions. So 4 times on the first movement, like washing the face. And then we're going to transition to the next movement. Right palm over left palm, folding up and swiveling. Right elbow up first, pressing up to heaven. The other palm resting on the sternum at the heart. And then switch. Right palm facing up, then we're going to turn right and turn left. Okay, right palm supporting third eye, left palm heart, turn right and then left. Remember to smile. Think of that little sun in your chest. Transition, palms in the center, left palm inside, wrist cross 3 times, pressing up and then back. Keep the shoulders down, keep the elbows down. Nice. One more time. Gently close your eyes, take 3 full breaths of air again, and then breathe naturally. Relax, smile to yourself. Think of that little sun in your chest. Just drop your arms at your side and bring your feet back in. Relax, let everything go. Loosen up your muscles. Okay, so that's a nice moving meditation. Emphasizes heart, third eye, crown. You can see it also is going to cover the throat, of course. The hand over here, you can think of heart. It's also where your lungs are, right? Your heart and lungs. When we do that turn, that first one where we're coming here and we're turning, and as we turn back, we want to drag the hands with you. So just relax the wrist, let that tension go, let the palm fall a little. If you need to let it fall all the way to help you relax, that's fine. You want to feel as you're turning, just dragging the hands with you. As you get used to relaxing, then you'll notice it doesn't have to fall all the way, right? It can, from here you learn to just let the wrist go, right? So it won't be strict like this. Just the wrist will go and you still feel that relaxation, but you still feel that connection coming up. And the fingertips, everything's relaxed, but you're just trying to stretch just the fingertips while relaxing and keeping everything down. Okay? So as if just pulling from the fingertips and it's allowing all the muscles to pull and stretch and letting go of the joints so the joints can open. And you'll notice there's constant turning while we're doing that movement. Let me get a little closer. So that first that first movement when the hands fall, you see how they curl a little? Yeah. So as you get used to it, and the first one curls a little, but then each one you start to emphasize that. So really have that spiral. Yeah, you see that real twist start to come in. And the arms are straight, right? So as if picking up the arms, and then they fold at the elbow. So the elbow stays out there, and it just rotates in a little, right? So yeah, it's this way. Yeah, so if you're carrying, like if I'm carrying a large beach ball, like this, you'll just be out like carrying a large beach ball, like that. But that turning, so learn to relax and turn. And you can just do this as a drill, just practicing that. Okay. And if you want to get make it even stricter in form, the thumb, you get the thumb to try and point straight up, and the pointer finger to stretch and point straight. And basically these three fingers, last three fingers, are the ones that are curling. So you're holding this bowl. And I can't explain exactly what it does, but when you do this kind of palm, it just activates more energy and more heart, really the heart. Yeah. If you hold this, you can hold this meditation, don't be stiff. You could just hold that form and meditate and let everything drop into place and have that gentle stretching. And then you could relax and then just do it again, or you could come through your waist. You come through your waist like this into here, and if you wanted to just hold it as a form of meditation, as a mudra, you can imagine you're holding a ball of energy, a ball of chi, and it's just imagine it's rotating, spiraling from inside out. So this is my left hand. My left hand will be spiraling counterclockwise. My right hand would be spiraling clockwise, but they're both spiraling from inside out, this type of circle. If they get tired, you try and hold it a little bit instead of giving up. You try and hold it and just get yourself to relax and drop your shoulder and extend. So this is not going to do it. I want it to extend so I can feel the shoulder blades just opening and stretching, like the inside of my shoulder blades connecting. Then everything's connected through the back and from here. And then remember, center of the palm is heart. So this is all about heart, and even where I'm holding it, it's right about that heart level. So really emphasizing heart from there. Yeah. But relax. If you really want that more intense training, hold it for an hour. But to be able to hold something for an hour in the beginning, you just keep fighting with your muscle, and when your muscle lets go, that's what we're really trying to do in that first hour. Just trying to get all that strength out of you, so when the muscle lets go, that's when the energy can start flowing. And eventually you get muscular strength because you're holding it the duration, but you're also learning to relax. So when you have that combination of muscle strength and proper form and relaxation, then you can hold it longer. Right? Then you don't think about the pain in the beginning. Oh, you think about the pain, and you're just trying to hold it as long as you can, and eventually you don't realize the muscle is giving up, and you're just using that intent, and that chi is coming out of just trying to hold that for a long time. And then at some point, everything just kind of lines up. It's strong enough, it's relaxed enough, you're not lifting, it's sitting on your rib cage. And then all of a sudden you don't realize you're holding the posture, you're thinking of something, and you're just holding that posture. Yeah. And that's the point where you're getting into that state of mind quicker and quicker. So we call this a heart-piercing meditation. Emphasizes the heart, the third eye, and the crown. This one really emphasizes the upper body. All right, shake that out a little. Okay. And we'll do the bottom half of the warm-ups, and then we'll do the set. Okay. So let me let me show you the standing. So you can do it seated, but I'll show you the standing for the bottom half. So well, I'll show you both so you know where it comes from, so you can see the difference. Okay, so as we do the bottom half, right, this is the first one of the bottom half where we're coming up and I'm having you step forward, the back leg comes up and down, and then we switch. Okay, all right, so this is where it comes from. So the hands are coming up and then they're pressing down and a little bit back. So shoulders down, relax, they come up and they press down and a little bit back, and just kind of let it go. At the same time, we're stepping back and forth. So one foot is going to step back and then it's going to step forward. I'm going to pull my toe up, so I stretch my calf muscle and you feel the shin, right? So it steps back and forward. So I'm breathing in and out. And then we do two sides, so we do 3 times each. What I like to do, and this is really an option, stepping straight back and forth is the easiest, but the more you step, the more you can turn your waist 45 degrees both times, keeping your weight on one side, then you get a little bit more stretch and we turn the waist, right? I'm always emphasizing turning the waist. So you stand comfortably, remember the sternum is up to hold your posture, and I'll start straighter first and then you'll see me starting to turn, and that's an option. Or you can do it in the chair, that's fine too. Okay, but as we get this out there, you'll have both options you can study. Okay, so we start off stepping back, breathing in and out, and breathing in and out, and breathing in, so you can see me starting to turn and out, keeping all my weight on one side and breathing in and out. Okay, and do one more time, breathing in and out. Okay, and I'm going to switch to the other side. Again, I'm going to start a little straighter, breathing in, stepping back and out and in and out. And as I step back, I want my whole foot on the ground so I can feel my calf muscle stretching. And as I step forward, I want to pull that foot up again, stretch that calf muscle. And slowly I'm going to turn 45, keeping my weight on my left leg. And I'll do one more time, breathing in and out. Okay. So that's where that movement comes from. Okay. And then we want to step, we need somebody's microphone off. Okay, there we go. So, and then we want to, let's see, okay. Oh, and then we want to turn. So this is same like the chair, right? In the chair, we drop our knee and we turn to one side and we slide our hands, right? And then I step opening. So this is basically the same, except instead of just turning the knee, we're going to slide the leg. Okay, so we're going to turn to one side. Imagine there's a wall right here. Hands are flat against the wall. And as you turn, you slide your leg about 45 and slide your hand forward. Oh, the microphone. Is that Maya Lani? Hanaki, are you able to mute them? Oh, that's you. There's Hanaki. She's got 2 cameras going. Oh, okay. All right. So it's turning 45 and sliding a little bit back at an angle while sliding forward, and we want to turn the waist because we're warming up the hip area, and then we come back to center and then we do the other side. So we do one side and the other side. Okay, I'm going to start on my left side, but yeah, it doesn't matter. So this is a standing, so I'm going to turn and breathe in and then come back. And then I'm going to turn the other side. Turn, slide my leg while I reach straight forward. Again, heel flat on the floor so I can stretch my calf muscle. All my weight on this leg and come back to center, holding the ball. And then turn, breathing in. Small step and out and turning, breathing in and out and breathing in and out and breathing in and out. Okay, and relax. So as you do that one, when you have time to do it by yourself, you know, listen, and you could hold this stretch a little longer. You could just breathe naturally. If you wanted to take another breath while you let your muscles and your joints settle, that's fine, right? And then just come straight up. When you come up, lift your sternum. They'll help you, right? And then turn and sink, right? And you could just sit here for a little while if you wanted to. Make sure the heel is on the ground. You could straighten out the knee a little. Okay, so instead of leaving it bent, and the reason you would straighten out the knee is so you get a full stretch in the back of the knee. Okay, so that's just one of the things that you know, as we walk less and we do less, we can do little stretching like that. Sometimes when we do the forms, we always talk about joints bent, always joints bent, so the chi flows. But we have to remember that if we straighten them out for stretching purposes, you really feel that, and you might feel how tight the back of the knee is. Okay, so you can add that in. Okay, then we move to the knees, and let me just demonstrate so you can remain standing or seated wherever you are. Okay, but basically it's just that step out that we do from there, the stepping out, and that's for our knees. So same thing. Okay, so the first one, we're going to just step forward. So you're just going to take a step forward and bend the front knee and then come back. The same thing, pick up the leg, then bring it back and down, and then you're going to shift. So you shift to the other leg, pick the knee straight up, step out, and then shift forward. Again, let the calf muscle stretch. So feet flat on the ground, then fold, pick the leg straight up and bring it in. And the whole time, tilt the sternum up. You see that little tilting, right? Straightens out my posture. Okay? And then hand at the side, and the hand is just going to extend. Just give a nice extension, and we can turn our waist, right? Both sides. Okay, so I'll start by facing forward. I'm going to start with my left, but yeah, don't worry about it. So I'm going to pick up my hand, my right hand, step forward and extend. Let my calf muscle stretch, so feet flat on the floor, and then bend and come back. Pick up and then down. Okay, and then pick up and small step and out. Take your time and turn. Pick straight up and back. And you don't have to pick up your leg as high as I'm doing. I just want to kind of overemphasize what I'm doing, and main thing, you pick up a little bit. Remember to keep it comfortable, and as you get used to the movement, just take your time and try to make it continuous. But this picking up of the knee is really important. That's going to take the pressure off your knee. Don't overextend here, don't pass your toe, and come back and fold and pick straight up. Okay, so we're still loosening up our waist and our hips, so we're starting to add the knee. And as you pick up the leg, as you pick up the knee straight up, and pick the knee straight up, they'll keep the pressure off the knee, and it's going to build these muscles here for walking and picking up your leg from there. And as you come here, remember, keep that heel and the foot flat on the ground, so you stretch the Achilles tendon and you stretch the calf muscle. Okay, Okay? And same thing from here, you could actually straighten this out for stretching purposes. Not locking, but just stretching it out so you get that nice full stretch in there. Next one, almost exactly the same, except you keep the heel off the ground. So it can be half an inch off the ground. As long as it's off the ground, right, we're gonna work this muscle a little bit more. If you can go way high like the wushu guys, fine. Not necessary. Just try to keep it off. Oops. Just try to keep it off the ground. That's a good reminder. If you don't feel stable, right, have something next to you. If you need the support, right, have the support, chair, walker, table, anything, partner. You're not leaning too heavily on them. But again, for the knees. So from the front, it's almost the same thing for walking, except you keep the leg off the ground. So opposite hand, opposite leg, and then stretch the heel right in the center. Then lift as high as you comfortably can without straining the upper body. Then shift, and other side. Yeah, don't make the move complicated. Oops, oops, oops. Are we okay? Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, be careful. Take your time. So start off low. Yeah, especially we're on camera. Start off low, and as you find your balance, then you can go higher, higher, higher to your comfort level. Your upper body, you never want to strain your upper body while you're picking up your leg. So relax the upper body. As you pick up the leg, force your upper body to just be still and quiet, right? Don't go any higher, don't strain. Okay, all right, you okay? All right, let's try it again. I told you the story that Yvonne is the only person to fall in my class, in my seated class. Poor thing, she nodded off, she fell off the chair, but what happened is she ended up with a pacemaker. And it just so happened that all of us had our eyes closed at that part, so she was really relaxed. And we discovered that this was probably happening over several years, that her heart was stopping, yeah? That's what the pacemaker is for. So fortunately, we ended up in the hospital, and they discovered that, and a day later, she ended up with a pacemaker. Yeah. That's how we started the pandemic. And I'll never forget that, because that was the week that the CDC or the state announced that everybody should have their 2-week emergency supply. And that's when the craziness at Costco started, right? All the hoarding started. It was that week, that Monday. Yeah. Okay. And the next one is our ankle. So again, I still like to hold the ball either here or here. You can leave your hands here. A lot of people begin with their hands here. It's a little bit more stable and stretching. Okay. And so as you learn the movement, just picking up and down, so you have to bend a little. And again, I like to go 45 degrees. Sternum up. Relax the upper body. Okay. So this helps you to stabilize, and it emphasizes the tantin a little bit more. But as you get used to that stability, just being relaxed, right? Then I prefer to hold the ball up here, either hands up or just holding the ball. But you can see it, how it involves your whole body, and you really have to be conscious of not lifting the upper body, but still relaxing. Okay. But if you find yourself a little unstable, then just leave your hands here. Yeah, and experiment with the different places. You'll feel what it does to the body. Okay, so small toe, big toe, and again turning 45 and stretching. Okay, and on the standing, okay, you can take some time while you do these movements of just emphasizing that the standing leg, get it to be relaxed. So I can feel it as I'm talking, as I'm doing this. My standing leg, the toes are gripping, they're moving all over, and I have to consciously think, relax, don't move, let it go, be stable. Try to just let my toes and my feet spread out while I'm doing the movement. And make everything still and really resist that temptation to have that my standing toes grab and move all over the place. Yeah. So doing this movement for fall prevention, right? Of course building up the muscles, but learning how to be straight and relaxed and aligned while one foot is moving, getting that other leg and that other foot, the ankle, the knees, the hips, right, stable and relaxed and comfortable while this leg is moving. Yeah. That in itself is a really good exercise. So how you do it can really enhance the fall prevention. Okay, just relax. And from the standing, you want to just pick up the knee. So bring the knee up to you while you drop a loose fist on top, and you just let it pound back and forth. Yeah? So if you watch carefully, you see it just kind of bounce a couple times. Yeah, just loose. Yeah. And cover up and down. Yeah, that loose pounding and the sides. Okay. All right. And we just got a few minutes left. Since we're standing, we'll start to teach you the standing form for the Tai Chi for Health set. What they call the TCA, Tai Chi for Arthritis. Just remembering my certifications allows me to emphasize it's Tai Chi for Arthritis for fall prevention. It's all built in, and it's got all the Qigong inside. Okay. So in the chair, it's the same thing. The opening 3 movements are the same thing. We're going to pick up the ball. We're going to bring it to the heart. We're going to roll it, right? We're going to roll it. It's going to come into the body and out through the heart, the lungs, the throat, and then it's going to come back and it's going to open and close. Okay, so what's the difference with the standing, besides standing? So in the standing, from the open position, our feet, they either touch or they almost touch on the heels, and the feet open up 45 degrees. So that's going to force you to bend. If you don't bend, you're going to have too much pressure. Just a little bend. Okay, so that starts to force the bend and the 45. And in the commencement, the first 3 movements, commencement, we're going to step up. So that means we're going to step up to your left. So you need to go opposite from me. You're going to shift to your right, right over here, turn a little to your right. As you turn, yeah, just gently, it's just shifting your weight to your right. Same time you pick up your left heel. Okay? And just extend your leg, take a small step. Right? So it's going to step outwards to the left because your feet are pointing left, and then you're going to shift. And then you have to turn your body to your left foot. As you turn your body to the left foot, your back heel will pick up. Just fold the knee and then bring your right foot even with your left foot. So all we're doing in the commencement is from the starting position, we're going to step up. Learn to shift all your weight in equal, and then we come center. So that's the only difference with the standing. We're going to start walking. So we'll just do the 3. We don't have too much time, but we'll introduce this, and I'll show you enough that you can practice the opening movements by yourself. Right? So let's gather and kind of center ourselves first. Let your hands come all the way down, go down a little bit, and then rise a little bit. Okay. And the feet are 45. As we breathe in, we want to pick up the palms and come down and shift your weight to your right. Bring your hands to the center. Right here, your left heel is up. Then your left heel is free. It's going to step up. Small step. You shift your weight to the left while you press the ball away and drop it down. Okay, so right here, all my weight is on the left. I'm going to bring it in while I pick up my right foot. It comes to my heart. I'm going to find the ground. And as I shift to the center, I continue that circle and then bring it back. And do the open and close. Okay, and that's the first 3 movements. Okay, so I'll show you from the side view. You can face the front and I'll call out the movements. Okay, my feet are 45 degrees, my ankles are touching or barely touching. I'm down a little bit, so I'm going to pick up my hands and I'm going to bend my knees. I'm shifting my weight to my right. Left heel is free. I'm stepping up with my left. I'm shifting, I'm turning my body a little to the left. My hands come all the way down, and then I pick up my right foot as my hands rise and I find the ground right at my heart. And as I shift to the center, it comes forward, and as I settle, it comes back. And then I do an open and close. And I'll do it one time with my back to you. So again, my feet are 45. As I pick up my hands, I'm going to shift to my right. As my hands reach my heart, my left foot is free. I'm going to step, I'm going to roll the ball, shift my weight forward. My hands drop down. All my weight's on the left now. I start rolling up. My right foot is free. I step. As I shift center, my hands roll forward. As I center, it comes back. And the third movement, and open and close. Okay, so we'll have this recorded. I'll leave you with the 3 views. You can just review that step. Okay? And we'll run it I know we're just out of time, so we'll run it 2 times. I'll face you, and then I'll face the other way. Okay, so breathing in and out. So you go opposite for me, but again, don't get excited if you're left or right. Okay, so commencement. Begin coming down, picking up the ball. Shift your weight to your right. Step to your left. Number 2, rolling. Right foot comes up. So we're just taking a step forward. Come to the center. Keep on rolling the ball. Then come back. 1, open and close. Relax. Turn the palms and close and rise. And then we'll do 1 last time. So you go same direction as me. Okay, commencement. Shifting your weight to your right, picking up the ball. Step forward, small step forward, turning the waist a little, and then stepping up. Centering, and then open and close. And closing, rising as the hands fall. And at the very end, I do like to come up and release all that extra pressure. So breathing in and out. Okay? I'm gonna do it at an angle just to demonstrate, and without calling. Yeah, it's a little different when I just do it for myself. So I'll do it at an angle just so you can see what it looks like. So when I do it just for myself, you can see I allow that rotation to come out. I try to really emphasize a lot of that joint movement. So it can be anywhere in between, from just really simple to like really moving everything around. Okay, so loosen up And we'll go back to the chair and we'll close class with the bell meditation. Yeah. And then if we have a little bit of time, I'll show you food pictures. Let's turn the music down. So you sit comfortably in the chair, legs extended, sternum tilted up and relax in the hip. Try to tilt your hip forward a little. Head suspended from above. Let the pelvic joint go, the knees, the ankles, so the legs sink into the earth. Just rest your hands right on your lap, palms facing up. As you breathe, let your stomach expand, your throat open, your chest relaxed. Gently closing your eyes and listening to the bell, and just letting that vibration permeate every cell of your body. Slowly open your eyes. Check to see if you're holding on to any tension and just let it go. Especially the face, just imagine relaxing everything. It feels different when you let it go and it just drops down. You don't make the smile, you don't make a frown, but inside you smile to yourself, just that feeling of smiling. But to let all this tension go, yeah, so different, so different. Hey, warm up your eyes and just gently massage your scalp just with your fingertips. Center to outside, front to back. Yeah. You can tap a little, same pattern, but tapping with your fingertips. Okay, and then unroll your ears, gently pulling up and working your way down. Yeah. And tapping the back of your neck, moving your head side to side, up and down, trying to loosen up all your cervical vertebrae and the muscles along the side. Yeah, just your fingertips, drop your arms, use the weight of your arms, and just with the fingertips pull those muscles away. Yeah, just let your arms drop straight down and move your head around. Yeah, so lots of things still going on for Chinese New Year. Even though they didn't have the Chinatown, all the organizations are still doing their things. And I saw someplace there, last year they didn't have the Narcissus pageant. This year they're going to have it. I don't know if it's in person or virtual or whatever, but yeah. So that court had to stay. The queen and the princesses did a 2-year stint because they didn't recruit and they didn't have a pageant last year. So I don't know, they might have a large group this year. Yeah, so I had to have all my little Chinese New Year things, the thing hanging in the back. Oh, the best price I found, you know, I wasn't going to look too far, but there's a feng shui shop right on Mauna Kea Street, going down towards the ocean, going down Makai on the left-hand side, just past Sing Chong Yuan. I think it's formerly a feng shui in the title now, and yeah, she sells all the little decorations for a very reasonable price. Some of the other places, not so reasonable, but they bought so much, and if it's the year of the tiger, oh, it's a few bucks more. If it's the other years, it's a little cheaper. But that lady is one of my students' parents from Kahala Elementary, so I'll stop in and say hi. And like I said, sometimes I'll buy little things for the grandkids, but she does have good prices on them there. Okay. So right hand, left hand. Okay, thank you everybody. So we can go and we'll turn off the recordings, and if Hanakia has a little bit of time, we can talk story, and I'll show you my food pictures.